Welcome back to Forgotten Hollywood. Let me start this by saying that I am not a gamer. Not even a little bit. My sister almost disowned me when I asked her if there was a female in The Legend of Zelda. But how was I to know Zelda was even a character, much less a girl? It was fantasy. Zelda could have been a sword or a ruby. But I digress. When I first saw the previews for Gran Turismo, I didn't even know it was based on a video game. I saw young people in race cars. I saw an older mentor in opposition. I saw a sports movie. Now that I've seen it, I know that's only one part of it. The classic sports movie follows an almost cookie cutter plot, and this one is no different. The same basic beats play out no matter if a movie is about boxing, golf, European football, American football, or in this case, car racing. Why does it still work even after dozens of movies have used the same formula? The same reason why people still make new versions of Cinderella. The formula just works. Don't try to fix what isn't broken. However, to say that Gran Turismo is just a sports movie is to say that Oppenheimer is just a movie about making a bomb. It goes so much deeper than that. The characters have depth, relationships, and motivations. Also, this movie is based on a real person. Now, I say person because, from what I can tell, only a handful of people and events in the movie are actually true. Jan Mardenborough is a real race car driver portrayed by the talented Archie Madekwe. And he did begin his career by playing Gran Turismo and winning a spot in a driving academy. His father really was a soccer player, and the crash he's recovering from in the preview really happened, although it was a few years later in his racing career. Biopics are not known for their faithfulness to timelines, but I would argue that this hardly qualifies as a biopic. Jan and his parents were real, but I can't find any evidence of the brother he got in trouble with the night before his qualifying race, or that anything remotely like that event even happened. The Academy is real, but I'm not sure who the instructor Jack Salter was based on. My best guess is Mickey from the Rocky movies. Danny Moore, the marketing executive behind the Academy, is also real, only he wasn't a marketing executive and his name was Darren Cox. The man who invented the game Gran Turismo is real, but the movie left out that he was also a professional race car driver. Beyond that, I'm pretty sure everything else is fabricated. Now, does the lack of historical accuracy detract from the story? No. It's a good, inspiring story, and at the core, it really did happen. But this is Hollywood. They need to add drama to everything. Hence why the tragic sinking of the Titanic is remembered for a love story and treasure hunt. There are great relationships arcs, especially between Jan and his dad and Jan and Jack. In fact, I don't think the movie would have been nearly as good if you had removed the fictional mentor played by David Harbour. The one relationship I could have been better is the love interest Audrey. If Jack is Mickey, then Audrey is Adrian. If she skipped the center of the movie and stood in the background half the time she actually was there. I felt like they were trying to make her be his inspiration, but another character had already taken the role, so it just sort of became awkward. The visual effects were interesting, and this is where the video game features most prominently. This really worked at times, like when you see Jan imagining the paths of cars on the track, and I really liked the effect at the beginning when he was driving in the game and the car formed around him. Beyond that, though, I think the effects were overused. There is even a moment in the big race where the car is stripped away and we're back in his bedroom. I know the filmmakers were trying to make sure that we remembered that earlier scene, but it wasn't needed and just dragged things out an extra 30 seconds. Overall, I really enjoyed the film. It had a good blend of drama, thrills, humor, and a touch of romance. I thought the acting was well done, especially considering the lead doesn't have a long filmography. An interesting bit of trivia is that the real Jan was involved with the creative team and served as a stunt double for his own character. There was a fair amount of cursing, especially during the races, and some instances of the Lord's name in vain, but beyond that, it was about as adult as the first Rocky movie. In short, the movie would probably make my top 5 films of the year, which is not actually a very high benchmark, considering this has been a year of flops, but I still think it's worth a trip to the theater. Thanks for watching. Are you planning to see Gran Turismo, or have you already seen it? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications, and I will catch up with you next time.